This came out pretty good yesterday. Got a lot done. Um, got all the brass out of it. Got it all sanded down and prepped for welding. Got the paint off where I'm going to be working. Um, yeah. So yeah, we got a lot done. All right, so I'm looking at this. This is kind of. I mean, I'm just roughly looking at. This is kind of the way the handlebars are going to be, and the forks. Um, Once I measure it, I'll know for sure. But the key is this axle and that axle have to be exactly aligned with each other. So I got no level surfaces, nothing. I can't conventionally measure everything. I can't use conventional tools. I have to come up with some way to use the frame. The frame is where the measurements are going to come from. So I think I got an idea. Alright, so what I'm going to do, well, I can see right here is a problem, but there's a weld right here, and there's a weld right here. I got to grind that down. I'll probably put a straight edge in it. Oh, this one's pretty straight. I'll take these. Take these. Tack them to the frame. I got to get it all squared up first. That's see here there. I just want to show you my idea. And then I'll get my build this up or whatever. Get my height, relevant to the rear axle, and then measure between axles, and that'll give you a position. And then I can tack pieces from here, just tack everything together exactly where it needs to be. Then I can build the gooseneck off of that. It's kind of like reverse engineering. But yeah, I think that's my best solution as far as the jig goes. I was sitting there for hours building the jig. I just do a simple little thing like this, and it should get me where I need to be. Get all my measurements, get everything lined up perfect, and then build the gooseneck. Should work out good. Yeah, I tacked those angle irons on, which gives me pretty good reference points. And now what I got to do is get the height, axle height on the front. I think I know what my angle is going to be. So we'll get on the axle height and the distance. Because if I get both distances from that axle to this point, and the same thing on the other side, okay, that's gonna get this where it should be. So let's get this set up and get going. All right, I want my wheelbase at 32. Oh, look at that. Right on. Forward a little bit. Yeah. It's probably not conventional, but you know. There we go, 32. $32. Right on the money. Okay, so that makes it straight that way. Now we got to figure out the height. Whoops, I moved it. Damn it, I moved it. Yeah, still not 100%. I don't know what kind of illness is going around, but I certainly got it. Okay, so that's 32. That's 32. So right now that would make both axles exact to each other. There's no deviations. Okay. Next measurement. You got 1 3/4. I like how we got these easy measurements. That one's a 1/4 inch off. Why is that? Is it just me? Yeah, it's me. Alright, so yeah, 1 3/4. 1 3/4. This is 1 1/4. So I got to bring this up. What is it? 1/2 inch. 1 1/4. Okay. So I got to come up 1/2 inch with those. Okay. 1/2 inch. That ain't bad. All right. Before I go any further, I got to straighten these out. I got a bow in them. I got a bow here. Some over tightening, I guess. But use my straightening tool. Yeah. Ways to go yet. A little bit more. That straightening tool works good. Let's see how we here. Yeah, it's pretty good. Maybe another whack. One more whack. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Yep, that one looks good. Straighten this one out a little bit. God, I wish this cold would just go away. Let's see. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. A little bit. Right there. Be one hit. There we go. Nice and straight. Oh. Nice and straight. Gotta be careful because there's welds here. Just throw it off, so you gotta kind of angle it. Yep, nice and straight. Nice and straight. Nice and straight. All right. Look at that, huh? No more bends. No more bendies. This back in there. Back on here. Bada bang. Okay. Nice and straight. Yep, I am going to change. I'm going to move this one up to here and this one up closer to it, so I can put a smaller piece in here. Yeah, I was gonna rebuild these, just make new ones, but I'm out of money already on this project. You know, I don't know why I'm scraping all this off. Probably lead paint, given the age of this thing. Speaking of age, I trying to get info on this thing. I put a thing on the community page, if anybody's got any information, but nobody has said anything. I'd like to know what year it is, what make it is. If anybody knows, let me know. All right. Mask up. Safety third. Need something to keep this from wiggling around. I mean, these stools have always been fairly handy, All right, so that ain't working out too good right now. We'll get it. Let's see. Let's see. Not yet. Yeah, this thing wasn't put together real well. But did we get it? I think we got it. Try not to cut the tube. Yeah, she's loose. Right, yeah. Looks like paint's holding it together. Yep, she's loose. All right, I won't bore you guys with this stuff. Yeah, I see a lot of guys take these guards off. That's a bad idea. I watched a guy get a huge chunk of a grinding disc in his belly. Well, let's try it. Not quite there, I don't think. Come on. Oh yeah, she's coming. All right. All right. We got them all cleaned up a little bit. A bit of hand stuff here. Couldn't reach in here. One shot down. Oh, I can't blow on it. Tell me you got a mask on. All right. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right. So now I've left this one on for a point of reference. 7.5, 7.5. All right, let's try something different here. Let's just do it at 7. 7 all the way around. I think. To go yet. There we go. Double check everything. Heat tends to, yeah, see it moved. Moves a lot. Heat moves things, so you gotta be careful. Go. Oh. Check. All right. Yeah, I'm doing some work off camera on this. I sanded all this down, where I'm not going to be able to get once it's all together. So I went ahead and did that off camera. But I'm looking at this thing, and the bend here is right here, and the bend is up here further. I started measuring stuff. I looked at the part where I really haven't touched it. Like 8.5 from the center. Right? And you come over here. And well, actually, no, it's like 3/8 of an inch. This tube is 3/8 of an inch this way compared to that one. And I've already tacked it together, but that's no big deal, I guess. I gotta fix this. I gotta make these tubes straight, because that means my axle is gonna be not straight. So this is not. So if I make the axle straight in line with the rear axle, this is gonna be off. So it'll be off this way. My handlebars will be. Yeah, I gotta fix this. I have to fix it. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta fix this. I gotta make it all equal, because it will drive me nuts. Go. See, once I cut it, it wants to stay where it actually belongs. So, yeah. Good call fixing this thing. All right. So, all done. Over here to here, 16.5. 16.5. So now the axle's in line with this. Correct? Correct. So we'll tack it home, and then we'll get this plate where it needs to be. And I want to clean this up a little bit. I got a little overzealous with the grinder there. So we'll fix that up, no problem. But I mean, the bend is closer, but I guess it is what it is. But now I feel better about it. So I did a lot off camera. You know, it's not really part of my regular scheduled program. 16 and a half. 16 and a half. So it's all good. So all I do is tack this in. I'm going to put this, make sure this is exactly where I need it. Weld this in. Everything's fixed. Everything is how it should be. And it's all sanded, it's all clean, it's all ground. Everything will be good. You know? And at some point I'll put in the fender or whatever. You know, I ain't worried about that yet. Right now, I'm worried about getting this piece attached to that piece, all squared up and true with everything, and nothing's crooked or, you know. It's gonna be good. It's a lot more work than I anticipated. So, but that seems to be the norm around here. So let's get to it. Okay. Everything is all straight and even now. It's all tacked together. I got the centerpiece in. So we're ready to get back on our regularly scheduled fixing build or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that was a lot of work. I did a lot of it off camera. But there was a crack here too. I fixed that. Yeah. Everything's ready. Just gotta get it together. Let's get after it. Alright, so everything is locked in place. Right? Everything is square. The front axles and the rear axle on the same plane, same height, same distance, which squares it all up. That's about where I want my gooseneck to be. So now I got to make all this stuff right in here. Now I got to connect this to the frame. So, but this can't go anywhere. Nothing can change. It's all welded together. It's all rigid. So it should come out close to perfect. I was going to try and get the whole gooseneck in there on this video, but man, it's getting long already. Just doing all of this, and I had to change all that. Then I had a problem with the tubes being in the wrong place, and that would have threw it off square. So I had to fix that. But we got it all. It's all ready to go. So the next video is going to be building that. Then we can move on to wheels, and then a driveline. As always, like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.